Welcome back to Omori. I'm Dear Darling, and together we'll discover a forgotten past and a chosen fate. And a warning for you that this game contains depictions of depression, anxiety and suicide and may not be suitable for all audiences. It also contains bright flashing imagery, so viewer discretion is advised. Where last time we basically we completed a hangman. We found out more about actually we got more hints, I suppose, to the actual real life story. And basically we need to go to Basil's house because it's now abandoned. I didn't actually mention it in the previous episodes, but I was more thinking about it. I was like, it kind of feels like, you know, people have just forgotten who Basil is. We need to go to a vast forest, don't we? Like, because we saw that starting to happen towards the end when we got into that world beyond worlds, whatever it's called, I can't remember. And basically, you know, but they were just like, who's Basil in a flower crown, who's this or whatever, which is worrying. But there was a comment I got ages ago where it was basically like, hey, before you I thought it was before we do anything like final, we need to do X, Y, Z things, but I have read it again and it said before you pick up the final hangman piece, you need to do some stuff, one of them being water Basil's flowers and the other being wake up in the usual way, which is normally stabbing yourself here, which I don't know if is a good or bad thing. Also, a light bulb hangs on the ceiling. It didn't normally look like this, did it? You can't see it. It didn't normally like have fire coming from it. I don't know if there's anything necessarily in here which we need to interact with, but I do know. Is that new? I can't remember what's new and what's not. But I do know we're meant to wake up in the usual way by stabbing ourselves, and then something's going to happen, I assume. I don't know if we're meant to do this now or later, but before we go to Basil's house, we are doing this just to sort of see what's going on. I'm not sure whether this is a good or bad thing necessarily, but hello, there's no room for you. Okay. And you? Here is sleeping soundly. I don't know what to... Would you like... Oh, okay. Hold on. We can like go back to sleep. I'm not sure if we're meant to do anything. Necessarily. This was just a thing I was told to do. Except that I don't know from here what I was meant to do. Can we... No? Can we... Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't remember that door being there. It genuinely startled me a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Is that Mary? Okay. I am confused. Is that what we're meant to see? That's probably what we're meant to see. I don't know what else we're meant to see, to be honest. That's just a bathroom, so I can't imagine there's anything in the bathroom. Is that it? I apologise. I was told to do this, but of course they wanted to save me from spoilers, so they didn't want me to I assume that was it. I mean, that was two very big things which happened. I don't know. I can't imagine we want to do chores or anything like that. I wonder if I should try and pause. See, I want to try and avoid spoilers, but I also want to pause to see if there's something else I should see. I'm weighing it up in my head. I'm weighing it up in my head. I'm weighing it up in my head. You know, okay. I'm going to pause and very quickly see if I can figure out if there's something else I'm meant to see here. Otherwise, you know, we'll go back to sleep and we'll continue to Basil's house. As far as I can tell, sorry, I just dropped my controller, it just basically, you wake up and some creepy stuff happens, sometimes. And apparently you can do this at the end of every day, so I could have done it at 3 days remaining as well, which I did not know. But it's just a way, sorry, I'm just closing my curtains because it's actually getting a bit dark outside. I did not know that's a thing you do. I'm sorry if I missed something important, and I'm sorry if I've got a bad ending because of it, but I am just going to continue from there. But I do understand that Omori has a lot to offer. as a game, so I shouldn't be surprised if there ends up being quite a lot of things I end up missing, this being one of them, and you know, it'll be a thing I'll just look up later probably rather than now necessarily. So I think we'll just proceed to Basil's house. It does, I don't know, we saw some creepy things, I'm not gonna lie. We saw a random door just like steal us away. We saw other stuff. What was the other thing we saw? We saw Mary, picnic box, which is interesting, you know. It makes more sense, I suppose, because now we know more about Mary's story, you know, hallucinations and her association with a picnic box. But I think for now, we're going to carry on to Basil's house. We'll save, I suppose, before we go, and we'll just double check that we've done everything that we need to do by talking to Mary. I'm pretty sure it's just the empty house. So, yeah, okay. Let us be on our way, and here I imagine we're going to have some big confrontation with Basil or something along that ilk, because something bad has certainly happened to Basil. I assume he has perished, but I don't know. Oh, don't we water these flowers? What was Basil's voice? It's been so long. These are sunflowers. They're called that because they always face towards the sun. That's how I want to be like. Someone who always sees the bright side of things. Can we water them? A dead flower. Interesting. So I wonder if we were meant to... it does not seem like watering them does anything now. So that's probably why we were meant to water them before we do the whole keyboard thing, because now all the flowers are wilted. These flowers are called Lily of the Valley. It's said that they're able to ward off evil spirits and help people see a brighter future. I guess that's why they remind me of Mary. I can always count on her to help me stay positive. No. But, you know, you always got to be on your guard, because we've had it too good for too long, you know. We've had it basically be uncreepy for so long now that we've almost certainly got to delve back into the creepiness. Roses come in many different colours and have their own unique meaning. Pink roses symbolise admiration, orange roses symbolise passion, yellow roses symbolise friendship, and the list goes on. Hero doesn't remind me of any rose in particular. I think Hero is like all roses, because he's versatile and universally loved. I also cannot decide whether I give these characters American or English accents. These are a type of flower called the gladiolus, also known as a sword flower. As you might guess, they represent strength of character. Someone who is honest with strong moral values. Someone who stands by their convictions. The gladiolus reminds me of Aubrey, because she's always true to herself. A trip down memory lane. Well, we're learning all about the flowers once again. Cacti are very sturdy and resilient plants by nature. They don't need much care and can survive even in seemingly impossible conditions. I guess what I'm saying is that even you could take care of a cactus cow. Subtle shade. Oh, hello. These are ones that remind you of Sunny, right? Or Omori. And these are white tulips. Tulips aren't very flashy plants. They're not too big or small, not too elaborate or flamboyant. If I could put it in another way, I guess I would say that they're comfortable, simple, modest, and perfect. Just like Sunny. That's me! So, is this where we're going to find Basil, actually? Do you think we're going to find, like, a former shell of himself? No, wait, we saw the inside of his house. The floor, like, gave way or something, didn't it? I think this is going to be a point of no return, certainly, and I think this must be the final chapter of the game. Very foggy, which, of course, we were warned of, if something would happen. The fog would appear. Also, don't we run into Mary somewhere along this path? I don't know why we haven't. Or the trees are slowly dying. Yeah, isn't there normally a Mary picnic basket along this path? So we must be getting into the final chapter now, where I don't know. I suppose we're gonna confront reality. We're gonna I don't know. Ooh, the blood red trail. I don't really know, to be honest. I could make all these theories, but I've already said all my theories. And you know what? This entrance seems really similar to the secret hangout spot. Is that intentional? Well, it seems stuff is gonna happen. But why not let the game show me? Omori, I'm scared. Let's go back. No, we must not. We must go forward. Because time goes forward, and we do not. No, wait. And we cannot go back. I can't remember what that comic is. You know what I'm talking about? A comic about like the girl in like a platform in video game, and like parents being like, oh, I can't make that jump, and then they raise her daughter and she makes that jump, and she tries to go, and she's like, wow, mama, dad, look, I did it, and then she tries to go backwards, but she can't. I guess we jump. It's a long way down. Do you want to jump? Okay. I don't know if that's a good or bad idea. I assume it's going to be a sequence like the keyboard sequences that we had before. Yeah, same falling animation. Except for now. I mean, last time we saw the tree, which we believe Mary died because of. Should we frame it in a nice way? I mean, hopefully he did the warning at the start of this episode, because I think it's actually going to start applying to these episodes now. Because it hasn't been particularly applicable for a while. Okay. We are on a black and white beach. Cut the cobwebs, which we can face. So we faced our fear of swimming, or water. Or facing our fear of spiders, I guess, by doing this. What was the final fear? Heights? Or something? I guess it's a fear of heights? The music's so quiet. Mary. Oh. So she's sitting at the centre of this, I suppose, quite at peace. Oh, the shadows are very much sort of creeping above her, aren't they? It's a bit too peaceful, isn't it? But I imagine maybe this is a moment we have a heart-to-heart. We face our fears of what has happened. Okay, hello. Alright. I guess that's not Mary. Bad ending, bad ending. Oh no. A black door casts a heavy shadow. What would you like to do? Open the door. There's nothing left for us here, right? I'd imagine. Welcome to Black Space. They're all keys. Which I suppose is why they were keyboard keys in the first place. Oh, hello. Sunny, Omori. Don't remember which one you might get. Someone told me the way to distinguish them, but I forgot. I'm going to be honest. I assume this is Omori. So this is like an anti-white space. Interesting. Okay. A tissue box for wiping your sorrows away. We don't have a cat anymore. Keys. Mary's picnic basket. Would you like to save? Sure. I guess we'll go in a door. Okay. There's a lot of like floating eyes about, which is certainly unsettling. Very nice point. Okay. Cat flowers. Oh, a whale. Stranger. ... These rooms are full of broken things. I couldn't read that for a second, but at least in here I can see who you really are. Excuse me. The world that you created above this one, did you make it to protect this place or to hide away? The world you created above this one, so that's the dream realm, did you make it to protect this place? Your true self, maybe? Or to hide it away? Or protect your psyche, maybe? Either way, it's become more powerful than you. Oh, well that's not good. I guess we'll follow the footprints. What's this whale? Interesting. What is that? I don't really know what's going on. Certainly does hurt your eyes a little bit, doesn't it? To look at for too long. Why is everything so blue? I wonder what that's meant to be. Are you... Hello, hand? Oh, okay. You intercepted us. And the door's gone. Okay, so I guess we need to get the key from each of these doorways. Interesting. What's going on? Obviously, no, I shouldn't say obviously. This feels like a delve into like Omori's mind. Sorry, Sunny's mind and his instability right now after the death of Mary. It also says away in the background. Alright. Just like a self-portrait or something. I assume each of these rooms is meant to be representing something different. Which I'm sure theories have been going on and on about what each of these could be. Lost in this confusion lies the root of everything. The truth that you've looked away. You must find it no matter what. You have to. For the both of us. Whoa. For the both of us. I wonder if Basil is actually like a made up person. Like he's not actually real. Also, I saw the hand over there, but I also saw here. I guess it's inevitable we get caught by the hands. And it does teleport us back to this quite useful place. So I guess that's not too bad. Also, when was this book here? Was this book always here? Ooh. Stabby cat. Ah, so it's what our true sketchbook shows. Oh gosh. Rather horrifying, huh? Okay. I'm not yet commenting on it because I'm not sure what to make of all of this completely. I don't know if these necessarily are meant to represent something or they're just meant to be abstract sort of, not wild imaginations necessarily, but uncomfortable. What is that? Sort of like imaginations of what's going on. I'm trying to stick to a path as best as I can. Whether we need to or not, I don't know. What the hell are you? I don't know where you are. I don't know if I'm meant to be interacting with these things or not, but I also don't want to go off a path, you know? And you might be like, you're a bit too much of a stickler for a path, but it feels right, you know? It feels so right. Oh, I'm so curious of what that is. It's just like a giant stickman or something. What I've got to say thus far, though, about the whole creepiness factor of Omori is that they've done a fantastic job of not having to rely on like jump scares or anything in this game. I can't even remember any jump scares. I guess the one with Mary just then, and the one with the melting mirror, have been a couple of jump scares, but they've really not been like big. It just delivers everything with just like such an uneasy sense of tension. Nothing but static. It's actually, you know, quite the accomplishment, I think. There's a lot of doors here, I'm not gonna lie. So which is why I feel like there must be more to this than just doing stuff. Okay, well this is obviously the real world. Or an abstraction of the real world. It's the same streets and everything. And a fridge, I guess. And a bathtub. There's people about. Or they're meant to be lampposts. And a dog. Hello. When you hear the truth, you'll see all the part of me away with it. He's been waiting for someone to save him all this time. I'm getting confused. Are you? Because you look like Basil. I've been calling you like Shadow Basil or Dark Basil, whatever. But you know a lot about what's going on with Sunny and Omori's psyche. You clearly have a different connection than the other three. But you are also a real person in the real world. Provided that the real world, when we experience it, is not like a thing where it's lying to us, like unreliable narrator. I'm trying to like internally think what this connection between Basil and Omori is, or Basil and Sunny is, but I'm not sure. It hasn't clicked with me yet. On that day, when you became nothing, presumably the day of Mary's death, I was split in half. Okay, so you are referring. Are you Basil? Which one do you think was more painful? I guess it's meant to just sort of be like a reflection thing, you know. Omori lost everything, while Basil sort of became an absolute mess of everything. Also, where are the hands? Oh, hello, there you are. I wonder what their connection is. I think we have to round off this episode here because we have reached 20-minute limit. I am curious. Don't get me wrong. Well, we should definitely save our progress as well. Like, who is Basil in relation to Sunny? What is their connection? Why Why? Because what makes Basil so special with what's going on? I don't know. I genuinely don't know, and I don't have an answer, nor do I have a theory. Like, I don't know. Basically, what my summary of my thoughts right now is like, why is Basil so different, I suppose, compared to our other friends in their representation in the dream world? Clearly something's going on, but I don't know if the clues might just be sitting in front of me and I just haven't grasped them yet, which is, entirely the case. And then I'll have that fantastic moment of catharsis after I complete the game where I'm like, oh, I can see all the signs now. But anyway, I guess we'll do all that later. For the next episode, I suppose, we'll just be walking through more doors. There's a lot of doors. So for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Omori. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, description, shares are greatly appreciated. Twitter and Discord down below. I hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.